Dr. Jory was among the first healthcare professionals in Mauritius to work with patients with the coronavirus, and subsequently he tested positive himself for COVID-19.
Dr. Dushanraj Jory developed stomach pains and fever and cold symptoms while in quarantine following his shift attending to COVID-19 patients. He wasn't surprised when his test results came back COVID-19 positive.
My first thing was that of being very scared and frightened because it was a new disease. We didn't have much information about it. Whatever we were hearing, people were dying, some were getting out of it, some were dying. So we were scared in which percentage I would be. I'll be in the one who would come out okay, or I'll be in the group who didn't make it.
At the onset of the pandemic, much about the virus remained unknown. That uncertainty brewed fear and anger, even for the men and women on the front line.
And if it goes bad and then I don't make it, never seeing my loved ones again. That was the most scary bit. And then anger, because angry with myself. I let my guard down momentarily where I was infected. I should have been a bit more cautious maybe. I did take all my precautions, but at one moment I just didn't take it.
Dr. Jory counts himself as lucky because his condition remained relatively stable and his symptoms eventually disappeared. Even though weeks passed between contracting COVID-19 and his eventual release from isolation, Dr. Jory was back to work at the hospital within days of his release. Armed with the new perspective of a COVID survivor, he says he was ready to go back to treating patients.
We have a responsibility towards the patients and the society, and we are doctors, we are trained to do that. Unfortunately, we are exposed to illnesses or infectious illnesses or anything, but we can't shy away now.
Dr. Jory says they quickly learned what safety measures were necessary to protect healthcare workers and patients alike, and that the Mauritius government has provided them with all the necessary protective gear. Liu Feifei, CGTN, Port Louis, Mauritius.